I initially got here in April of 2007. I came here from North Carolina, where I was serving as the FCA chaplain at Elon University while being the area director in North Carolina. You know, and I came here, it's a God story on how I ended up coming here, but I'm just very thankful that God opened that door. I'm not the first chaplain. I'm the first full-time chaplain. Before I got here, they called on local pastors that came out and ministered to the players and the coaches when they could. But in terms of full-time, I am the first full-time chaplain here. Oh man, it's the things that I do. My day-to-day job is basically I model this ministry after Jesus' ministry, and basically Jesus' ministry was to love all, and through loving all, you will help many, and then through helping many, you disciple a few, and that's the model that I use here. And you know, and I do that by having one-on-one time with the players that are believers. I have one-on-one discipleship time. We call that life on life, and where we just go through God's word, guys that are hungry and want to grow stronger and closer to Christ. And so we have those, and I also have what I call a share time with the players. I don't call it a Bible study because we have, you know, 3 different types of players here. You know, we do have the player who loves the Lord, and they are believers, and they're walking the walk, talking the talk, and not only that, we have the other players who know Christ when they came to college, and for whatever reason they kind of slipped away a little bit, and then we have another group of guys that don't know Christ, wasn't exposed to church growing up, and as a result of that, we got all 3 of these guys, groups of guys here on one team. And so I have a share time. I call it a share time. I don't call it a Bible study because I don't want to intimidate the unbelievers. But at the same time, you know, we want God's word to go forth. And so we have those share times where a time where we can get together once a week. And for 45 minutes to an hour, these guys are not football players. They come and they're able to lay their burdens down, and they're able to just talk about anything that's on their mind. And so we do that. I also meet with the coaches. I have coaches share times. And then we go to church together. The last Sunday of the month, we go to a different church around the area so that the guys can be exposed to different churches and things like that. And it has been very, very receptive. It's been amazing. As a matter of fact, it's been phenomenal, if I could say that. They've responded, they've been receptive, and you know, and I also talk to the guys non-spiritual related things. I give them advice on just life issues. They know they can come to me. There's a relationship that have been built over the years, and it's just been really good to see. All of them have been special. You know, I can't pick really one year that stands out over another year. But if I had to pick one, it would definitely probably be the first year, just for the fact that God opened that door for me to come here in this culture here. But it's not really one over the other. This is a full-time position. My primary role is to be the chaplain for the football team, campus director for FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. But what has happened is, since I've been here, me and a guy named Tom Williams, who's the campus director for Athletes in Action, AIA, we got together and we made a decision to say, listen, we need to join forces because our ministries both minister to athletes. And so we did join together, we prayed together, and we formed a ministry on campus here called Cross Training. And it just ministers to all of the athletes here on campus. I'm still in touch with former players all the time, weekly. I'm talking to guys, just knowing, wondering, wanting to know what they're doing, and it's just an ongoing communication with them. It's been really fun. I've actually married 3 former players to their wives now, so it's been really fun. Special is, it's more than special. I just really can't explain how blessed that I am to be able to be here to share Jesus with these guys, the coaches and players. And as I mentioned earlier, they're just responding to the gospel, and that's why I'm here. From day one, I told them when Coach Beamer asked me to, when he introduced me rather to the team, I told them that I was here to just share and tell them the truth, and that's exactly what we've been doing. I just like to say it's a great privilege, an honor to be able to be in this position, because God has entrusted this football staff to my spiritual care, and it's something that I don't take it lightly by any means. And my main goal is to, again, share the gospel with them, share the truth with them, and help them become the men that God has called them to be. The wins are great. We know that we all want to win, but at the end of the day, it's about the lives that are being changed and transformed. And what I tell them all the time is that they can literally change their family tree. And so it's a blessing. Like I said, it's a blessing and a privilege. I'm in awe at what God is doing here. And I know He's not finished yet. And again, this thing goes way beyond Lane Stadium.